Alright guys, what I'm going to do is show you how I'm going to clean and then cook these triggerfish that I caught yesterday. You guys have been asking for a cooking video, and I'm going to give it to you. So, these triggerfish are pretty small. These aren't very big, but they're really tasty, and I don't catch these very often, so anytime I do catch them, I like to try to eat them. And the technique for cleaning these things, they have really tough skin, so it's hard to clean them. If you listen, their skin is like sandpaper. So, just a typical fillet job of going in, cutting behind the head, and then scaling back along the bone. It doesn't work for triggerfish, and what you want to do is you actually want to go in the vent, just like this. Now, I haven't cleaned a triggerfish in a couple years, so hopefully this works. And there's not a ton of meat on these things. I wish I had gotten like 2 or 3 more of these things, because this isn't going to yield much meat. But see how easy it is to, you go in through the vent, and then you can just kind of come back up around here, just like so. One of New Jersey's tastiest inshore species, in my opinion. And just gonna cut like that, right down here, along the belly. And there's our first fillet. Not bad. Look at that air bladder. Let's pop that. Alright. Now, I'm going to fillet the other side. Same thing. In through the vent, up top, down along the spine, just like that. Same thing, we're going to go up again towards the head, just like so. And looks like I missed some meat there. Yeah, this is the first triggerfish I've cleaned in at least like 3 years. And I used to eat a lot of fish. Ow. These days I don't eat many fish. Mainly because it's a pain to clean them, and it's a lot easier to just order a pizza. Yeah, that's like hardly worth doing, but a little bit more meat. Alright, so that's our triggerfish. This triggerfish meat is gonna be real good. Gonna be real good. Go ahead and take this. Okay, there we go. 4 fillets, 2 little triggerfish. The cheek meat, that was a little worthless. That cheek meat is useless. But just gonna skin this just like you skin any other fish. Start at the tail, work your way up. You're gonna find this meat is gonna be real white, firm, and delicious. Real white and firm and delicious. This is the cheek meat off that other one. It's not much. Barely worth trying to get that cheek meat. But I don't know, it seemed like he had a lot of meat in his cheek. If he had a big one, then like the cheek meat would probably be worth getting. It's definitely worth getting on flounder and other fish. I'm just gonna go ahead and try to get the bones out of this fillet. And just like this, gonna take those bones, remove the bones. Alright, that's boneless right now. So yeah, yesterday we were shark fishing, and we decided we would go down a little early and try to get on some triggerfish and some bait fish, I guess we were just gonna try to catch kings for bait, and then we were also gonna try to catch these triggers. Turns out shark fishing was really beat, at least until about late in the night, like 10 p.m. And we left the inlet at like, I don't know, 5 p.m. with like 3-4 hours of daylight left. What we should have done is stayed and tried to get more of these triggerfish, because as you see, this meat is so good. Some good meat right here. And even though it's not much, I'm still going to enjoy it. Now we're gonna cook it. Let's see how we're gonna cook it. Alright, tin foil and fish. We're gonna put this fish into the tin foil. So I should probably have bled this fish, but I wasn't thinking about that at the time. But as you can see, it's like a little bloody. It's gonna be good though. It's still really good. What I'm going to do is just throw some Old Bay, some salt and pepper, and some butter on this, and then just throw it in the oven at 350 degrees. So let's do that. Alright, salt. We're just going to get some pepper on there. Just like that, a little bit of pepper. Alright, next thing we're going to do is throw some Old Bay on the meat. Old Bay is just like some spicy stuff. I don't even know what's in Old Bay, but it's good. This triggerfish is some good stuff, I'm telling you right now. Flip the fillets. Do the same thing to the other side. We already got salt and pepper on the other side. I'm just going to throw Old Bay down on this side. Now they say that you don't want to put too much of this stuff on there. You don't want to put too much seasoning on there. Otherwise it masks the natural flavor of the fish. But that's what I'm all about, is masking the natural flavor of the fish. I don't necessarily love fish. I do, but I love it as long as it's got like Old Bay or Cajun on it. But yeah, now we're going to take our butter. Get some of that butter in there. This is pretty sloppy. I'm definitely not a chef, and I'm not used to filming cooking, so bear with me here. Just throwing some butter on there. Some butter here, some butter there, get it all buttered up. Alright, that's good. Alright, so I'm preheating the oven right now to 350 degrees, and there's a lot of different ways you could cook this triggerfish. You could fry it. Frying it is real good. You could make fish tacos with it. I mean, you could do all kinds of things, but the way I usually cook fish these days is just real simple, just like this. Get it like this. Okay, just do this. Just making a little pouch. Making a little pouch. Throw this on the grill. You know, throwing this on the grill is a good idea. But right there, that's all we got. And we're just going to throw that right there in the oven for no specific amount of time. Just until, you know, it's done. Alright, so this has been in the oven for 6 or 7 minutes, and I'm going to check it, see if it's done. This is like really small pieces of meat, so it shouldn't take long to cook at all. But the way to tell if it's done or not is to take your fork and to stab it and see if it flakes apart, which it's not doing, so it's not done. I'm going to just put it back in there, give it a couple more minutes, let's see. Alright, 2 more minutes later. Now it's getting there. Now we're cooking. Alright, yeah, it's done now. It smells good. It looks good. And see, what I like about this is I don't have to clean any dishes after this. I don't have to do any dishes. I don't have to. There's no cleanup, no mess. That's why I cook my fish like this. I don't know. Let's see. This is the finished product right here. It's looking pretty damn good, right? And oh yeah. There's like no fish that's more firm than a triggerfish. It's firm. It's real flaky. It's the best. Triggerfish is better than tog. It's better than flounder. It's way better than striped bass and bluefish. I'm a big fan of eating the triggerfish. Alright. I was like gone in 60 seconds. Alright, that was really good. That was very good. Probably should have had some rice with that. Doesn't matter. I don't care. Kinda savage. Just ate it right out of tinfoil. Delicious. Highly recommend what I just did. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you liked it. Maybe I'll show you guys some other cooking videos in the future. But for now, that's all we got. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.